77.
Did y'all hear that?
This is RadioOnFire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here. And got a special guest in the building. Would you introduce yourself?
Hey, everybody. It's Chere Goode, your recharge strategist, owner of Total Harmony Enterprises, bringing you the 8th annual Recharge Health Wellness Fitness Expo. It's going down this Saturday.
8th already?
8 years strong. I'm excited.
Yeah, so this is happening at the Doubletree.
Yes, Doubletree by Hilton in Pikesville, Maryland.
Okay.
We take over the whole place. We just rent out the whole Doubletree, all their ballroom space, their classrooms, and we get it in. Just in the morning, we work out together. So don't come dolled up. Make sure you come in your tennis and your sweats or your workout gear. And then in the afternoon, we're going to really get educated by our panelists, by our speakers, and we have 60 vendors that you can visit.
And this is a health, wellness, fitness expo.
Yes. Yes.
So,
that's my whole life, wellness.
Yeah. So I want to talk about that. So how much does it cost to get this? Because I heard that it was a lot.
It is FREE free.
Won't he do it? All right. So free. So free for people to come. And like you said, you have panelists. You have, what do you call those things? Swag bags, right?
Swag bags. The first 300 attendees to come through the door get a drawstring bag with Total Harmony Enterprises on the front. And we have a lot of goodies that people have been dropping off for the last 2 weeks. I'll be glad to have my living room back.
So that's good. So this is the eighth one. How did you embark on this journey?
Well, in 2009, Thanksgiving Day, my dad died of a massive heart attack in his sleep at the age of 59 years old. That is so young.
It's very young.
Away from the face of the earth. And so now that directly predisposes me to heart disease. And so I had to jump into action. So I started this initiative. Initially, it was just a memory of him, but then it blew up into more. Just bringing awareness, letting people get in the know about how to better take care of themselves, making sure that we're doing things to perform self-care, to get screenings, especially men, because men don't like to go to the doctors. So we're going to bring all the screenings and stuff to you. We're taking all the excuses out of it.
And that's how the journey began.
That's like how the journey began.
So now, I guess 8 years later.
8 years later.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears later.
Yes, indeed, and money and everything else.
Yes. Is it still rewarding?
It is still rewarding because each year our numbers grow. So we get anywhere from 500 to 1,500 attendees every year. So, and people come out as families. It's something that you can do for free, for family fun, but it serves a purpose. It serves the purpose of remembering that you have your life, you have your health every day. Every day you wake up, you get a do-over to try and fix whatever you didn't like about yesterday. And you get another chance to correct your health because what you do today affects you years down the line.
Right. That's true. So as far as the panelists, how did you decide who you wanted to talk to this group?
Well, I definitely wanted some variety and diversity. Because health and wellness is it's not just about African Americans. It's not just about Caucasians. It's not just about working out. It's not just about making sure you're taking care of your mental. It's a total package, mind, body, and spirit. And so that's my focal point, mind, body, and spirit, making sure that you're performing that self-care, that you're recharging your internal batteries, not just your gadgets. And so when I went through the panel, I picked people who had something unique to say. So like April Watts, for instance, she's a radio personality on 95.9. Yep. She's going to be one of our panelists, and she's going to be talking about loving yourself from the inside out and how you can exude your energy and your love for yourself through your fashion. And then Barbara Palmer, she's a 2-time breast cancer survivor. She's going to be talking about how your self-care changes after you receive a terminal diagnosis. So we never think about, what if the doctor told me today I have cancer? Or what if the doctor tells me I have a terminal illness? What am I going to do different today, now that my life is in the balances? So she's going to talk about that. 2-time breast cancer survivor. So I'm anxious to talk to her. Delana Watkins is a fellow nurse. She teaches how to do a sugar detox. So sugar is, a killer. And so she's going to tell us how to start weaning ourselves off of that sugar so that we can be healthier. Dr. Douglas Miller, he is the Ravens chiropractor. And so he's my chiropractor too. He's absolutely phenomenal. And I can just remember certain symptoms I had. Like it used to be hard for me in the mornings just to brush my teeth because the toothpaste would make me nauseous.
Really?
It was my spine that needed to be realigned. After he realigned my spine, I didn't have that issue anymore. I never felt nauseous in the mornings. So he's going to be talking about your spinal health and how your spinal health contributes to your overall wellness. Then Dr. Damon Waters, he's going to be talking about mental health. So it's a lot of
Very
it's
important.
a lot of people walking around undiagnosed, and it's some people that's walking around diagnosed, but they're not getting the necessary help that they need. So he's going to touch on that, and then finally, Coach Gert out of DC, he's going to be talking about your physical fitness. So we made sure we covered mind, body, and spirit, every single part for the panel. So that's definitely something you want to make sure you listen to. That's going to wrap up the expo. So that's going to be in the afternoon.
And then, like I said, there are plenty of vendors.
Yes, we have 60 vendors, no like vendors. So each booth is a different experience. So we don't do any like vendors at all. You get a different experience.
So you actually have to turn people away, vendors.
Yeah. I'm very selective and specific in who I accept as vendors.
That's
I want
good.
quality for people. If you're spending your day with me on a Saturday, there are many other things you could be doing. But if you want to come out and support the Recharge Expo, I'm appreciative, and I want it to be an experience that you never forget.
As far as sponsors, any sponsors that you want to shout out?
Yes, we have some amazing sponsors. So we have Indie Soul Magazine. Everybody out there probably knows Finesse Dimps. He's all over the place. Mm-hmm. And he does Indie Soul Radio as well. And he's going to be actually bringing Emmanuel Withers, the vocalist Emmanuel Withers. He has a new record out, and he's going to be there. We might be able to convince him to get on the stage and perform it for us. We'll see what we can do. Slantress Magazine, they are launching their newest magazine. They're relaunching. So, of course, the expo will be inside of it. I'm a contributing author for them as well. Cheryl Wood of Cheryl Wood Empowers, that's my twin sister, and she's doing some amazing things. She supports every year. She'll be there doing the interviews on video of all our special guests. Then we have Lisa Fleet Photography. Every year she donates her photography services to the expo. So
that's nice.
She's done this at least six or 7 years. She may have done all 8. I can't remember, but she's been with me for a long time. Then we have V of the V Mix. We have Akenya Finch. She's our social media person, and the last but not least, Baltimore Black. So they're all our media sponsors and sponsors. So we've been getting a lot of support. And also shout out to Wegmans. Wegmans gave us some gift cards, so we're going to be raffling off some gift cards.
Oh, that's nice. I like to go there. That's the place I like to go, right? Yes, that's nice. So all of this takes place.
You know what Wegmans is, y'all.
Right. 8th annual Recharge 2018 Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo. Yeah. So this is going to continue. So I mean, after 10, you're not going to stop.
No. Actually, we are growing and we're taking things to a new level. And so we're working on the expo being our nonprofit organization. So Recharge will be a nonprofit next year, so we can make it bigger and better, maybe move to an even bigger venue where we can offer more and get more of the community in the know about how to take care of themselves.
You say take care of yourself. I was talking to my sister about this. Are there any tips that you can give her as far as stress? Yeah. So she eternalizes everything. I feel like she puts everything on her back. She super worries. My mother does that as well. So it's just like I don't do it. I don't have this issue. Right, but they have this issue. And is there any tips that you could give them to? Definitely.
Well, first of all, internalizing it tends to make things build up. So it's better to talk to somebody, or you have to have some sort of release. So if you're not a verbal person like me, I don't have that problem. Right. My husband always says, you fuss about everything. Like, I need to get it off my chest. I got to get it off my chest. But, if you're a person that internalizes, you don't like to talk about it, then you have to have other ways to release. So maybe exercising. You're getting it out,
That's good.
Maybe on that punching bag, or you're getting it out while you're running on the treadmill or outdoor exercises. Doing that helps to release those feel-good hormones, and so it balances you out. Another thing you can do, just some simple things, because everybody says, I don't have time. We all have 24 hours in a day. Nobody gets extra time. We all get the same 24. And so there's some things you can do in 5 minutes or less to de-stress. Like ladies, it has a dual-fold purpose for ladies. If you just take your wrists and you run it under cool water, not only does it help with anxiety for men and women, but ladies, if you're flashing, it helps to cool you off real quick. So if you got a hot head, you run your wrist under cool water and it helps to cool you off. You can do things like eating dark chocolate, not too much, but in moderation. Also eating mangoes. Mangoes has a chemical in it called linalool that actually helps to relieve anxiety and stress. And then you could take a ball, whether it be a tennis ball, a golf ball, just some ball, and you take your shoe off and you roll your foot back and forth across the ball. What that does is that helps to relieve stress, anxiety, and it also helps to lower your blood pressure because you have nerve endings on your feet. And so each toe leads to an organ in your body, and it helps to relax you and reduce stress. And then another thing you do is deep breathing. People, we take for granted just something as simple as breathing. When we're upset, a lot of times what do? We hold our breath. You hold your breath.
Yeah.
You can't have clearer thought processes if that oxygen isn't getting to your brain. So deep breathing exercises, breathing in through your nose, exhaling out of your mouth, it actually changes your focal point as well. And you're getting that more oxygen. And then last but not least, creative visualization. I love creative visualization. It's like a mini mental vacation. You can take yourself wherever you want to be mentally. I always take myself to Jamaica. That's one of my favorite places. And so I visualize myself there. And I think about the sand. And I think about the temperature. And I think about the breeze blowing. And I think about the water hitting the shore. And when you're thinking about those things, you find yourself starting to de-escalate. You find yourself starting to relax. So just visualize yourself somewhere outside of the problem or the issue that's going on.
That's good. That's good. I also got a email from an expecting mother, and she wanted to know if there were any exercises that she could safely do outside of a gym.
Sure, definitely. So walking is the best source of exercise for women, that are pregnant. Walking is definitely good. Sexual activity is good for pregnant women as well. Hey, it's a form of exercise,
okay,
but it's actually good because it helps. The closer you get to childbirth, it actually helps to soften the cervix and helps to dilate it. So, sexual activity for a pregnant woman. You can always do leg raises. You don't want to do a lot of crunches or anything like that because that's what's going to put strain on your cervix. But definitely walking. You can still do stairs. Just do it in moderation. All things in moderation.
Yeah, definitely. All things in moderation.
And if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. So if it starts to hurt, you stop.
Right. Listen to your body.
Listen to your body. Definitely.
Listen to your body. So again, it is the 8th annual Recharge 2018 Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo. This is an amazing thing that you do every year. I don't even know how you put it all together because I know about annual events. I do several, but this is a different animal right here.
It's a lot of work. We start a year in advance.
Okay.
So we're already looking at the calendar for next year to figure out what date we want to host it. We typically do it in the month of April. By the second week of April, we're having it each year. Last year we had to change our date up, but we're back to our April.
And as far as the venue, they've been good, obviously.
Yeah. I like the setup, the layout of the venue. So we
and
have
it's off of 695.
Yeah, it's right off 695. It's easy to find. There's plenty of free parking. And then we have the classroom for breakout sessions, but then we also have a smaller ballroom. And then you have the large ballroom. You have the large foyer. So the entire space is ours. And we transform it into, we even have a recharge zone where you go in and you get free massages. So there's going to be three massage therapists there. And we're going to set the environment with aromatherapy. And then you can get your blood pressure taken in that same room after we've relaxed you.
That is nice. So as far as the classes, this is something that they have to register for?
They can register for the entire event, but you can come out and decide that day, I think I want this class. So when everyone comes in, they get a program to tell them what's going on at every time of the day, and they can pick and choose what they want. No pressure for anybody to be a part of anything they don't want to, but you pick what's conducive to you. You pick what's going to hit home for you and whatever you feel like that missing piece is or that part that you need more information on.
How can people register?
They can register online at rechargenow2018.eventbrite.com. That's rechargenow2018.eventbrite.com.
Very simple, very simple. And if people want to become involved in future Recharge events, how can they?
They can contact me at totalharmonyenterprises.com. On all your social media, I am Chere M. Goode. It's Chere, the letter M, and Goode with an E. Or you can call me at 443-623-6722. We do have 2 vendor spaces left before we're sold out for Saturday. Cool. So if you're someone who is a person who you just jump up and take charge, we have 2 vendor spaces left. And then we're sold out. That's it.
Well, sold out is a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yes,
in this instance, anyway.
The bills got to get paid.
Yes. Anybody else that you want to shout out?
Just want to shout out everybody that's taking part. My husband's here in the studio with me.
Definitely shout out to him.
And he's going to be doing one of the 30-minute fitness demos. He teaches kickboxing. And so we may have a couple special guests that he's worked under that I just found out may be coming out, like Vince Petway. He's supposed to be stopping through. And he's a famous boxer from years back. And so he said he's going to swing through. So we're excited about that. You never know who's going to show up at the Recharge Expo.
Yeah, definitely. So I definitely want to salute both of you and all the success that y'all have had and all y'all have going on, giving back and just helping people become better versions of themselves.
Exactly. And that's what recharging is all about. We wouldn't dare let our gadgets go down to dead, right? So why don't we have that same sense of urgency when it comes to loving on ourselves, when it comes to taking care of ourselves? It's like that traffic light. You get 3 signals, right? You get red, yellow, or green. If you're in the green zone, you're full speed ahead. You're doing everything you need to do to love on yourself, to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. But as you start to dwindle on taking care of yourself, you go into that yellow zone. Your body starts to slow down. Right. It tells you, look, you better do something different because I'm slowing down. You may start to get sick. Your immune system may be directly affected by the stress of not taking care of yourself. And if you don't make the necessary changes to recharge and reboot and re-energize yourself, you will end up in the red zone. That red zone means that you're coming to a dead stop. Halt. You cannot go any further. Your body's going to shut down involuntarily, just like a computer. If you never ever shut it down, give it a chance to cool down, it's not going to do any good for you. So the same with our bodies. If you don't take care of it, if you don't give it cool down periods, it's not going to be any good to you. So we want everybody walking around in the green zone and recharging your internal batteries, not just your gadgets.
Right. Well said. Again, this Saturday, April the 14th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., it is the Recharge 2018 Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo, 8th annual,
yes.
At the Doubletree, Hilton, Pikesville. And again, the social media one more time.
So the website is rechargenow2018.eventbrite.com. You can also find information on my website, totalharmonyenterprises.com. And all my social media sites is at Chere M. Goode. So connect with me. I would love to talk to you about next year, or if you're somebody who does things last minute, we have 2 vendor spaces left.
All right, definitely. I want to thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I think I want to send somebody over there, check things out.
All right. Send on over.
All right. Stay tuned, y'all.
Everybody on Facebook. I should have told you our song. Y'all play music?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have told you our theme song for the Recharge Expo is